We all know the zombie apocalypse is probably imminent. It's only a matter of time now before we wake up to find our neighbors shuffling down the middle of the street moaning about their desire for brains. In preparation, we need to bolt the doors, shutter the windows, stock the pantry, and arm ourselves with good-sized baseball bats. Do you really have what it takes to make it out alive? Watch to find out how each sign handles a zombie attack. Number 1. Aries. Aries will fearlessly run straight into danger to attack the zombies. Aries will meet the apocalypse head-on. They will mobilize, strategize, and launch into battle with heroic flair. They are also able to think quickly on their feet and improvise when faced with an unexpected horde of shuffling brain munchers. Channeling their inner MacGyver, a piece of string and an old flint can be transformed into a Molotov cocktail. The downside is that the sheer force of an Aries personality can create divisions instead of blinkered loyalty, and not all their ideas are foolproof, resulting in casualties and collateral damage. Number 2. Taurus. Taurus will be well prepared and able to bunker down until it all blows over. The perfect role for a Taurian, post-apocalypse, is supplies and inventory. Well organized with an almost obsessive hatred for waste, the bull will ensure that everyone in the bunker receives an equal amount of rations. In terms of battling the undead, this sign would prefer to stay in the bunker and take a well-deserved nap rather than risk exposure. Their strategy may well be to take a peek outside 20 years on, in the hope that this whole zombie pandemic thingy had exhausted itself, and the neighborhood was now cleansed of its need for fresh brains. Number 3. Gemini. Gemini will be adaptable enough to stay one step ahead of zombies. They love a challenge, and surely Apocalypse rates pretty highly in the extreme challenge rankings. They are a quick study and able to switch off emotionally when it comes to zombie slaughter, thanks to their dual characteristics. Geminis make excellent first lieutenants and are unfazed by strategic U-turns. They are also formidable scouts who utilize their high energy and sense of restlessness. The downsides: they can be dismissive of squeamish survivors, and too many days locked in the bunker will result in cabin fever and boorish behaviors. Keep them moving in the external world if at all possible. Number 4. Cancer. Cancer will provide emotional support to their fellow survivors. Cancers are highly attuned and emotionally evolved. Post-apocalypse, their traits will be necessary to smooth the trauma that comes from decapitating and blowing up zombies on a daily basis. They'll instinctively know when someone in your band of survivors is about to flip out or lose faith. They'll listen and talk people down from high-risk behavior, but there will also be days when their moodiness plunges the whole group into a tailspin of negativity. This is because they can suffer from empathy overload. Best to leave them alone on these occasional days. If the bunker's got a spare room, suggest they do time in there for a day or two. Number 5. Leo. Leo will be both a fierce adversary and a charismatic leader. Zodiac royalty, Leo tends to fancy themselves as leaders, not foot soldiers when it comes to ridding the world of a zombie scourge. They are strong and fierce and tend to like showy displays of might like pyrotechnics, explosions, and nuclear warfare. Whilst their ego can sometimes override the need for subversive tactics and graduated cults, they will listen to advice as long as it comes from someone they trust. They can be lazy and only turn up for the big-ticket events like capturing and blowing up the zombie queen. But if you stroke their ego in just the right places, Leo can be made to do almost anything for a healthy dose of mass adulation. Number 6. Virgo. Virgo will be the on-site medic that will rescue you from the brink. Some people have dared to label Virgos as hypochondriacs, and it is true, they embrace their ailments with the tenderness and affection afforded to a bunch of kittens. But as the sign that governs all things medical, you will need their expertise in order to survive the apocalypse. For a start, they are not squeamish and will view a gaping hole in the chest as a problem to be solved. What they lack in bedside manner, they will make up in sanitation and sterilization. As long as they are focused on other people's ailments, they won't be so self-absorbed, and their ministrations may result in survival for your group. Number 7. Libra. Libra will escape from danger by charming the zombies. Librans are generous, harmonious, and extremely charming when they want to be. They are a ray of sunshine and a powerhouse of positivity, which will be needed to temper the gloom and doom of a zombie apocalypse. Highly creative and imaginative, they are capable of turning the bunker into an ashram and composing songs to inspire the next foray into zombie territory. Librans may seem childlike and naive, but trust me, when they stop to flirt with a zombie on the block, that's your cue to come up from behind and blow his ever-loving brains out. Number 8. Scorpio. Scorpio will turn into a silent but deadly zombie assassin. Dark and moody Scorpios will have razor-sharp focus when it comes to strategizing for zombie combat. They are also patient and willing to lie low and wait before unleashing the sting to end all stings on their enemy. Ninja-like, the Scorpion attacks with silent stealth and total commitment. Negatives include exhausting everyone else with their intensity and enjoying zombie homicides just a little too much. Number 9. Sagittarius. Sagittarius will keep people's spirits up when everything seems bleak. Sagittarians are always the life of the party, even if it's held at the end of the world. Fun and funny, they will keep spirits up and spread light and hilarity even in the darkest moments. Sometimes, however, their humor can be too edgy and offend the more sensitive survivors. They're known to suffer from foot and mouth disease and don't always fully understand the concept of tact. Number 10. Capricorn. Capricorn will remain calm, calculated, and focused on the job at hand. Capricorn is the sign to create stability in the chaos of zombie hell. Trustworthy and grounded, they will identify and inspire skill sets necessary to defeat the marauding onslaught. They are thoughtful and considered and able to clearly articulate faults and advantages in everyone's game plan. They also lead by example and won't ask anyone to decapitate a zombie if they are not up to the task themselves. A handy sign to have in the bunker or on the battlefront. Number 11. Aquarius. Aquarius will desperately try to search for the humanity in it all. Aquarians will be sad. Well, not everyone's going to be a barrel of laughs in zombie land. They will question the events that lead to the apocalypse and beat themselves up for not having single-handedly prevented this catastrophe. They may also be against killing zombies and suggest giving the undead their own homeland, voting rights, or access to synthetic brains. In all honesty, the Aquarian is probably better off being bitten. Number 12. Pisces. Pisces will question everything and embark on a spiritual journey. Sensitive Pisces may well drop dead of shock when they wake to that inevitable day, or turn to any form of self-medication they can get their hands on. If they do survive the trauma of witnessing the world change forever and develop a reserve of born-again resilience, they have the capacity to create the first post-zombie religion. Highly spiritual, they might just offer our soul salvation, or perhaps they will just turn into bloodthirsty fanatics. It could go either way. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next one.